Another one of them films that I make all the time, left, right and centre, right? This one is, this one's about a very unusual couple. Unusual, that would be the right word to use. These are identical twins. Well, you didn't need me to tell you that, did you? And they do everything together. They're quite wonderful people, look.
2 black coats, but one came with green buttons and the other with black.
Listen what they did.
The twins swapped 2 buttons from each coat, so that both coats had 2 green and 2 black buttons. Everything must be identical, even down to the smallest of details.
It's incredible, isn't it, to live like that? To be honest, I know exactly what the reason I chose to make the film about them, because I suffered with exactly the same thing, right, with Tom Cruise, right? Because you know me and Tom were born joined at the hip. You know that, and they had the pioneering operation. But we couldn't let each other go. But then in the end, I said, Tom, make a life for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't hang on to my coattails forever. And take Nicole with you. I'm not interested anymore, right?
When the telephone rings, both twins insist on speaking. One will talk, then pass the phone to the other, who will then repeat the conversation.
So if they're on the phone, right? So that is what they do, honestly. I'm not having a laugh. One says something, then pass it. It's terrible. I remember one night, for a laugh, I'd had a couple of beers. Funny enough, me and Sacha Distel was out, and he's a bugger for the beer, right? And I phoned them up, make a heavy breathing call, right? And they was passing one to the other. I had asthma attack in the end. I couldn't carry on with it, but very, very strange, unusual lifestyle. Now, sorry. I'll show you what they do now. They now live in this house with this wonderful man who looks after them, right, and takes care of them, because obviously they get a lot of stick, right?
For the first time in their lives, Frida and Greta are now living in a household where, because of Jack, they get the support and care that they need. They are reluctant to leave the house on their own and prefer to go out with Jack, who looks after them and protects them from curious onlookers.
He's a wonderful man. He protects
them. They will avoid
them.
Crowds and prefer the winter months.
Now, the reason I got to know him, funny enough, is because I used to work here, right, at this dress factory, right, and I used to work with this bloke, Camp Freddy, right? That's what we called him, Camp Freddy, right? These are all his dresses here on this thing. He's terribly camp. You have a little look at him, right?
They are reluctant to leave the house on their own.
Him there.
And prefer to go out with Jack, who looks after them and protects them from curious onlookers. They will avoid crowds and prefer...
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. But the reason I need protection is because, I hate to say this, right, because of young people. You've got no respect anymore, and they give them some terrible, terrible stick in the street. They insult them horribly.
The winter months, when there are fewer people in the streets.
You are Bruno.
These, for instance, look. Give them a horrible time, really rude and really...
They are aware that they attract ridicule, especially from children. But in Jack's company, they feel at ease.
Twins, twins.
Did you hear that? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's hear that again. That is the most horrible, foul, scurrilous comment. Listen.
But in Jack's company, they feel at ease.
Twins, twins.
Horrible insult to 2 people who look identically alike. Twins, twins. If you can't follow, unfortunately, the tape cuts a bit too soon, right? And you miss that when they walk further on, you can hear them going down the road going, shopkeeper, old woman at a bus stop. Then they turn back and go, camera. Had a chance to visit our beautiful city. Twins.